And welcoming in now the CEO of Babylon Bee, Seth Dillon, who's pretty tight with Elon Musk. And I know Seth is actually probably texting with Elon right now about the final terms of the deal. Some insider trading. Just kidding, of course. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe not.
No.
Great to have you with us, Seth.
Great to be here. Thanks.
All right, so tell us what your read is on this. The deal might be final soon, and also what you think it means for the future of Twitter and for the Babylon Bee, which I think is still suspended, right?
We are still suspended. We haven't deleted the tweet that we're supposed to delete. So, yeah, we're still locked out. I mean, I don't know if it's a done deal. It sounds like it is. The way that Musk is tweeting at the moment certainly makes it sound like it's a done deal. But in terms of what it means for free speech, I mean, just look at the left's reaction. They're going absolutely nuts about this. And the reason they're going nuts about it is because they're not afraid of being silenced. They're afraid of being challenged. They're afraid that this is actually going to become an open platform. If that fear is any indication of what's happening, then I think good things are coming because it means there's actually going to be open dialogue again.
I think also, too, what would be so important is if you guys never back down, which you haven't yet and you never will, but if you guys get reinstated, holding the line on a tweet like yours, which is obviously satire, would be such a moral victory for so many of us.
Yeah, I think, hopefully it just goes to show you that it pays to sometimes just stand up to these tyrants and tell them, no, I'm not going to bend the knee. I'm not going to kiss the ring and just do whatever you want me to do. I don't think that you can always count on someone like Elon Musk coming to your rescue. And I'm not suggesting that he's doing this solely to get the bee out of Twitter jail. But I do hope that, maybe it emboldens some people that, in the future when they're faced with situations like this and they're being asked to delete something that they said that they don't think does in fact violate a hateful conduct policy, they think twice about doing it and say, hey, maybe I need to stand on my principles and stick to my guns here and not do what they want me to do. I mean, we were never going to delete it regardless of what happened here with Musk. And so but the fact that we stood our ground, I think, I hopefully will embolden other people to do the same.
Sure.
Yeah, well, we're on Team Babylon Bee and Team Musk here for sure. It's interesting, too, the financing that he announced. I just want to make a note of this. $25 billion is coming from nearly every blue chip investment bank, except for the two that are advising Twitter. So I think people, are pushing for it, and it's pretty clear why now there's a fiduciary responsibility. So as we watch that, put that aside for a minute. But now we want to ask you about your reaction to Washington Post columnist Taylor Lorenz. We just talked to Kash Patel a few minutes ago about this, but she's out there, Seth, saying the libs of TikTok, the creator who she doxed, could have been a foreign actor. Let's just play this clip one more time.
And I think it's incredibly important, as someone that covers the influencer industry, to know who is exerting influence in this way. I mean, for all we knew, this could have been a foreign actor, right? Or someone we just didn't know.
She didn't know. Well, now we all know it wasn't. And in fact, the creator of the libs of TikTok, I guess you're speaking with her. Can you share a little more details about this not foreign actor now? It sounds like this actually story has done her well. The account's getting more publicity.
Nobody has done more to boost this account than Taylor Lorenz. I'll tell you that. She's I owe her a gift. I owe her a check, honestly, for the promotion that she's done. I mean, I've worked out a deal with the founder of Libs of TikTok just to make sure that she can keep going, because these efforts, the intention of these efforts is to intimidate her into silence. It's to get her to stop. It's to get her to fear for her life, honestly, by exposing her to the public when she didn't want to be exposed. And the whole thing with Taylor Lorenz talking about how she hasn't doxed anyone. She didn't reveal any information. But then in the other side of her mouth, she's talking about how we needed to find out if this was a foreign actor. So which was it? Did we find out who it was, or didn't we? She tries to have it both ways and talk like she didn't actually expose anyone, but needed to expose someone. So what actually happened? It's absurd. And plus, she's also a hypocrite, because she was the one crying into the camera just a mere weeks ago, talking about harassment of women online and how having your personal information revealed can be so traumatizing, horrifying, she called it. But that's what she does for a living.
Yes.
Exactly.
She's a news actress, Taylor Lorenz, going
Not a
on
millennial.
TV. Yes, her age is in dispute. Bianca, we'll leave that aside